biggest sporting event in the world is coming at you this year from Minneapolis.
I don't think so.
This is Super Bowl trivia on Mad Dog Sports Radio. Now, the Marquis
All
decide.
right, here we go now. Let's have some fun and let's move it along well. No trickery today. You and me in contest. And let's start with Tony in L.A. who gets us going. Tony, good afternoon. How are you today, pal? Okay?
Good. How you doing?
Good to have you aboard. Tony, let's get off to a good start now. What's your favorite team? Who's your favorite team?
The Eagles.
The Eagles. Oh, big opportunity for you here. You know the Mary Tyler Moore thing. If you get to it, you get a chance there. How many quarterbacks played collegiately at Notre Dame and have won a Super Bowl? How many quarterbacks played collegiately at Notre Dame and have won a Super Bowl?
Can you repeat the question?
Quarterbacks at Notre Dame played collegiately, won a Super Bowl. How many?
Joe
Oh, I'm listening. Who?
Joe Theismann and Joe Montana.
That is correct. Tony took too long to get that, so he's going to have a rough stretch here because we're not going to fool around today. But okay, he gets himself off to a decent start, and away we go. What two Super Bowl winning head coaches, served as an assistant coach under Bill Walsh with the 49ers? Two Super Bowl winning head coaches served as assistants under Walsh with San Francisco. Who are they?
Mike Holmgren and George Seifert.
That is correct. So, right out of the gate, Tony has put himself at the halfway mark, and who knows? Maybe Tony will find himself in a situation here where he has an opportunity to get to the place where, not many people have had a chance to go, and that is the Super Bowl in 2000. And, of course, he is a huge Eagle fan. All right, here you go, Tone. How many Super Bowl winning head coaches once were head coach of the Texans?
Two.
Who are they?
Kubiak and Hank Stram.
No question about it. Hank Stram coached the Dallas Texans. That threw everybody off. And now you can stop with your emails and your text message.
Question.
Tricky, but it's true. And that is all the folks out there who are yelling at Bill that he got the question wrong. Dallas Texans, 62. Stram is the head coach. They won the AFL championship. And then, of course, he ended up winning with the Chiefs. Okay. Right out of the gate, no farting around. Excuse my French. Tony from L.A., who is a big Eagle fan. How long have you been an Eagle fan for, Tony? Did you go to the other two Super Bowls that they've been involved in or not?
Never been.
All right, so you've never been to a Super Bowl, and you can be in L.A. You got season tickets to the Rams or not?
No, I wish. No.
Did you go to the Ram-Eagle game this year in L.A. when Wentz got hurt?
Yes.
You did go to that game. Okay. Little do you know, maybe you go to the next one where Nick Foles is the quarterback. All right, here is your sound bite. Good luck.
I mean, he was getting beat up literally the entire game, and that was our defensive game plan, just to try to punish him as much as possible so that he wouldn't be able to play well. But he still played well. I mean, that's the type of quarterback that he is.
That is true, Tone.
Can you play that one more time, please?
Yeah, one more time.
I mean, he was getting beat up literally the entire game, and that was our defensive game plan, just to try to punish him as much as possible so that he wouldn't be able to play well. But he still played well. I mean, that's the type of quarterback that he is.
And who is that, Tony?
Tracy Porter.
That is incorrect. Boy, Tony was a good caller. That was a very, very, very good caller right there. He was on top of it, and he did his thing. Paul in Connecticut, he's got a chance. Hello, Paulie. How are you today, pal? Okay?
How you doing, Chris?
I'm all right, Paul. Good luck. Who won the last Super Bowl played in California?
Played in California?
Yeah, who won the last one that was played in that state?
See. 49ers. 49ers?
No, that is incorrect. So Paul is out of there quickly. Here's Larry in Boca Raton, Florida. Hello, Lawrence. How are you today, buddy? What do you have for me?
I'm good, Chris. Let me just say for a minute, I love the contest. never cheated, never wanted to win that badly. That guy in New York City, he's a putz. And the girl from yesterday, she actually said Hank Schramm. And I guarantee you there's something on your rules that talk about people who lie to you and who commit fraud.
I don't remember if she did say Schramm or Stram. I probably should have heard that a little more carefully. I just don't like the idea that they try to trick us. That's what it comes down to. Okay, here you go.
You bad apples who are obsessed with winning and ruining the contest for everyone else.
Yeah, there's some truth to that. All right, what was the Falcons' lead in halftime of Super Bowl 51?
21-3.
That is correct. Falcons led that game 21-3 at the half. So Larry here is off to a good start, which is good to see. He gets his chance.
And I'm doing this while I'm driving.
You haven't done anything yet. You got one question that's not that difficult.
No, I said I'm driving.
Only two Brown assistant coaches would go on to win Super Bowls as head coaches. Name them. Two Brown assistants go on to win Super Bowls as head coaches. Who are they?
Cleveland Brown assistants.
Who ended up winning Super Bowls as head coaches for another team, obviously. Browns never won one. Who are they?
Well, one is Bill Cowher.
That's correct. Steelers. Who's the other?
And the other one, an assistant, because, of course, Belichick was not an assistant.
That's what somebody said yesterday, and you're right. Go ahead. You may continue.
Yeah. This is tough. Who else would it have been? I guess I'm going to say... an assistant at the Browns, Don Shula.
That is incorrect. Cleveland Brown assistants, we should double check that, Bill. There might be three. Because he won Super Bowl in Miami. I don't know if he was there. I don't think he was. But we should double check it if he was an assistant, Shula, with the Browns. Can you double check that? We're checking right now. We don't have. Shula was, he's a Paul Brown disciple. I don't know if he worked with the Brown as an assistant coach. Remember, he did not. So that is a good job. We double checked it. Remember, Shula started his coaching career. He's 33 years of age. You got everybody jumping now. I don't know what's going on. I'm jumpy. Bill's jumpy. The whole world is jumpy right now. Let us continue and say hello to Paul in Chicago, and he's aboard. Paul, welcome. How are you today, pal? Okay.
Pretty good, Doggy. Like the gentleman said before, I looked at your contract on the website for the rules for the games. Generally, those things always say any decisions the station is the final arbiter. So I'm sure your legal guys will work that out.
Listen, we're going to keep them out of it. They got enough issues not to worry about a dopey little contest. But we will clear up the confusion with the rules, if not this week, obviously for next year. All right, here you go now, Paul. You played yesterday, so let's get you off to a good start and see if you can do a halfway decent job today. I don't. That's too hard for you right out of the gate. So, you know what? Let's play this. You're gonna make it after all. Yeah, we got the meow. Nice job. I wanted to hear that.
Why you didn't get the meow earlier?
Why's that?
Because they only play that at the end, at the final credits, when it's just
correct. They don't play it in the beginning. They don't. This is the beginning of the song. That's a good point. 100%. Paul's on top.
Does that count?
No, it doesn't count. But that was good. All right. What actor played the dim-witted anchorman on the Mary Tyler Moore Show?
Oh, that was Ted Knight.
There you go. I can't give you a bigger layup than that. You know who Ted Knight is?
God, yeah.
That's a layup. So I got to be a little harder now. I think you'd understand that. What Super Bowl winning head coach was once the offensive coordinator at Syracuse?
That was Coughlin.
That's correct. Very good. Now, Paul's a player here. We had asked that.
I did some homework last night.
Oh, there you go. I'd like to hear it. So from that standpoint, you got an opportunity now to put yourself in a spot. Only one Indiana assistant coach would ever go on to become a Super Bowl winning head coach. So there's only one guy of all the Super Bowl winners, that's 50-something of them. Now, remember, there's multiple winners, but there's 30 coaches, 35 coaches? There's only one who at one point in his career was an assistant in Indiana. Who is it?
I'm going.
Five.
Let's say
4. 3. Two.
Shula.
No, that is incorrect. Oh, that was a good try. Paul, hanging. Contestants have been good today. Tony right out of the kick gate, and away we go. Scott in Cleveland says hello. Scott, good afternoon. How are you today, pal? Okay.
I'm doing fine, doggy. How are you?
All right, Scott's played. John Gruden was traded to the Bucks from the Raiders in 2002. How many draft picks did the Raiders receive?
Before I answer this, dog, I got to let you know that I am a former winner of your contest, and I want to make certain that I'm still in good standing.
When did you win it?
6 years ago.
You can play. You can play.
Okay. 6 years ago, I went with Mike Babchek.
Oh, you took Babchek to the game. How about that?
I did.
All right, I give you credit for that. All right, how many picks did the Raiders receive?
2.
No, that is incorrect. All right, so Scott's not going to win at least today. He's got a chance tomorrow. I should almost ask people before they come on to get us out of hot water. That's another example. The buck stops here, and yesterday I failed, and it's going to cost me a big opportunity. And let's hope it doesn't cost Bill. Bill's trying to get out, and let's hope that who knows. And I know that people didn't like it yesterday, and maybe Bill let it slip away. A big opportunity. We'll have to wait and see. That's down the road. Here's Craig in Minnesota, and he is with us here. And if I can get the button pressed, he says hello. Craig, good afternoon. How are you today, pal? Okay.
All right.
Is Minnesota dejected still, or are they a little better today? Did you hear me? Craig, is Minnesota is the Minnesota fan base, are they dejected or are they a little better today?
Still in mourning.
Oh, they're still in mourning. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's going to take a while.
It's going to take a while. Who's the only starting quarterback to throw a pick six but still win the game in the Super Bowl? Threw a pick six, won the game. Who is it?
Brady?
That is correct. Last year, Brady threw a pick six, and the only guy who's ever done that, and yet they still won the game. So that's a good start for our good buddy here, Craig in Minneapolis. Name the 2 ex-Giant players that would go on to win Super Bowls as head coaches. There are 2 ex-Giants that, after their career is up, ended up coaching a Super Bowl as the head coach. Who is it? And winning. One's easy, one's hard.
I know one. Tom Landry.
That's correct. He was the punter, defensive back, Giants, early 50s, obviously Dallas later on. Who's the other one?
I think Don McCaffrey.
That is very, very good. Don McCaffrey is right on. That's a good job by Craig in Minnesota. Craig, a chance here now, an opportunity. We'll see if this moves along. Contestants are good today. What Wisconsin athletic director tossed the coin at a Super Bowl?
Athletic director of Wisconsin.
Toss the coin. Who is that?
Toss the coin.
Five. 4.
Elroy Hirsch.
Elroy Hirsch is correct. Redskins, Miami. Super Bowl 17. Wow. Bill needs to go back to the drawing board with some of these asinine questions. Craig, have you been to a Super Bowl? It's in your neck of the woods. Have you been to a Super Bowl before or not?
No.
You have not. You did not go to the one when the Redskins played Buffalo in 1992?
I did not.
You did not. All right. How'd you find Sirius, if you're alive, Craig? You sound like a mummy. Where did you find, how did you find SiriusXM? What, did somebody throw a pamphlet from an airplane? How did you find SiriusXM?
I was a Howard Stern listener.
Oh, you're a Stern. All right.
Yeah.
Where are you from? Are you from Minnesota originally?
Yes.
You are? Right. You live in downtown? You live in a hut? You live with the Eskimos? Where do you live? What's
Well, I live in the suburbs.
You live in the suburbs, all right? Very good. All right, now here's your shot. You get to go to the game, and that would be sweet, and it would help you out. No travel costs, but you get the tickets, and away you go. So listen up.
I mean, he was getting beat up literally the entire game, and that was our defensive game plan, just to try to punish him as much as possible so that he wouldn't be able to play well. But he still played well. I mean, that's the type of quarterback that he is.
That is who?
Is it possible you could repeat that?
We'll do it one more time for you. Make you happy?
I mean, he was getting beat up literally the entire game, and that was our defensive game plan, just to try to punish him as much as possible so that he wouldn't be able to play well. But he still played well. I mean, that's the type of quarterback that he is.
That is who there, Craig, for a trip to the game a week from Sunday. 2 tickets. We even put you up in a hotel, make you happy. You get away from the family.
Scott Fujita?
I like that. You know, it's creative. No, that is not the answer. But you played well. Boy, Bill is nervous Nelly. He needs to get this move in this contest, and he is nervous. We continue here on Mad Dog Unleashed for